Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 14th through to the 20th of August, third week in August. If you've been watching the monthly readings, you'll know that this week is a bit of a off-the-wall reading this week, and it has been for everyone. Absolutely everyone. You're the last sign I'm reading for this week, and everybody has had this off-the-wall scenario. Very strange readings, but really good readings. Actually, a lot of information. And a lot of information about yourself, of how you can manifest your future and the mechanics of manifestation, basically. Absolutely really good. So let's get on with this without further ado. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies here, you have the Three of Swords. Yes, it could be a difficult scenario, saying goodbye to something. It might have been painful. In the regards to, and this could be anything to do with your financial side as much as your relationship side. It's a passage card as well. It's a transitional card, so it's moving from one state to another. And it could be just getting through that heartache. Sometimes it's a learning curve that we need to do. I don't wish it upon anybody. And as I say, off the wall readings, because you've had some really lovely readings, Libra. And this is this off-the-wall energy. I think this could be... Do you know what? I'm getting something else out of this. Okay, the situations around you may not well have been, be the best sort of situations around you. But also at the same time, I think the overall energy here is teaching you, and this is what this whole sort of thing about learning to manifest things. I think it's teaching you of how you cause yourself pain, and I keep going in about how you shoot yourself in the foot. I say that a lot in Libra readings because you're pure air. It's you have an incredible amount of force in you if you think of hurricanes and things like that, but it's also you're very it's very light. It's very difficult to just it's not like Earth, like Capricorn or Taurus that just kind of goes, right, do this, boom. Well, I can do this. It's really easy to do for a Capricorn or Taurus or even Virgo, I guess. But and for you, Libra, you weigh up every angle, and I think you cause yourself enormous amounts of pain in this. And when you're trying to manifest things, there is a certain degree of it's going to be like this. Boom, there you go. Let's do it. And I think you're learning that this week more than anything else. So it could well be that is through a situation of a separation and stuff like that. It could be a painful thing according to your financial sort of side and stuff like that. It could well be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So what's the karmic message on your relationship side? Be strength, be courageous in your movements within your relationships. Be bold, be affirmative. Quell any doubts that you have within you. And I think this is what this Three of Swords is all about. Your karmic mission is to realize that. Is to be bold, to be courageous and do it. And it's difficult for you, I understand it, I understand. But once you do it, there's no going back, and you're going to be in the best scenario because you've taken action upon it. How's the universe influencing you? Yeah, it's got to be good for you. Yes, it's got to work for you. I think this is it's almost like it's like at the counterweight in the scenario here of you being bold and courageous. I think you've got a situation where the universe is sort of saying, only be bold and courageous if it works for you. And once it works for you, that's when it can start working for other people. And and I think that's really important for you to do. Making that bold statement is going to make sure it works for you. In love, basically. This is what we're talking about. And how do you manifest it all? And this is what the little things are all about. There is the past. What's the past connecting to your future? Okay, so could well be for some of you. Walking away from something and walking towards something. Being curious about your future. And I think this is what you need to be courageous about. Being curious and walking away and... So this could be taken in multitudes of ways. So it could be walking away within a relationship, yes. It could be a case that the relationship has come to an end and it's dead, done and dusted with, as it were. But it also could be walking away from a certain way that you are being, or you you do in your life. And you know, I don't want to call you out here and everything like that, but it is a little bit of that, because every sign has its bad side. Believe me, I know. You know, and there's no exception to that. And what I'm saying here is this is a real learning week of how to stop shooting yourself in the foot, basically. Opening up to your curiosity and walking towards your happiness, walking towards the sun, because that's what it is doing. You know, the sun, his happiness has been obscured by the moon, by his emotions. So he's left those Eight of Cups and is walking towards the sun, to go and find the sun, to go and find happiness. And what a noble thing to do. And I think it's a good idea. And it may be the fact that you need to walk away from someone in order to find your happiness. That could well be the case. But there is also something to be said that, you know, there's something that you know, this destructive element that you can have within you, Libra, that you need to walk away from that in order to walk towards your happiness. What's the future self telling you? You get the Page of Pentacles, opening up that pathway. I think you're physically opening up that pathway to understanding, towards your happiness, basically. You know, you are in your winter period. Things are a little bit more difficult. The energy's flowing, and you know, it's not so intense, as it were. It's sometimes difficult to get the energy flowing through you. You know, and you're working out things in the past of what is good and what is bad. In the past, what you want to continue, what you want to stop. But here is, you do want to progress on your path here. And I think that's what that courageous sort of thing as well is going to encourage within you. And out of it, you get the Two of Wands. If you want it, if you really want it, you've got to travel. And that's what that walking away is all about. Walking away from your inhibitions or your ambitions. Walking away from things that are stopping you, your fears and your doubts. Walking away from that, so you're walking towards, you know, sort of happiness and walking towards the world, basically. Exploring a whole new sort of thing in the world. I think it's going to be a good thing for you. A really good thing for you. You know. Salut! Ça va? Someone out walking their dog. I forgot what the dog's name is. Absolutely lovely dog. Little puppy. Well, I say little puppy. 2 or 3 years old, you know. Yeah, so it's my neighbour. Anyway, walking towards, and I think you're going to have to travel on this in order to do that. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on your financial side. What's going on with your career path, your job, your business, your projects and everything like that. What's your karmic mission? King of Cups. Yeah, I think this inner security, it's all about strength here and courageousness and following that path and being, you know, being stable about it, taking out the emotions of this scenario. And this is why I think this Three of Swords is all about you, and rather than being about someone else. Yes, some of you may be going into a separation, and it could be on your financial side as much as on your relationship side. But I think the main message is about how you've got to take your emotions out of the situation. If you're just going to use your mind and your logic, don't involve your emotions, because they're incompatible. Water and air don't really mix because they're very similar. Oxygen and hydrogen is what water is, isn't it? What's in the air? Oxygen. Yeah, there's hydrogen. There's also, you know, Seer, you know, carbon. There's loads of different things. But it's taking your emotions out. If you want success, you've got to take your emotions. Oh! Right, this is mad, right? Okay, I don't know. Can you see that? I'll expand it. The card just fell out, and look how the card just fell out. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Divine counterpart awaits you within your workspace. Absolute divine counterpart is waiting for you in your workspace. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. And, you know it, therefore you should follow it. And I think this is where you've got to take your emotions out of the situation, so you can, and you've got to travel for this as well. There's movement here. What's going on in your karmic path? The universe wants you to live the ultimate dream, basically. The most ideal situation within your within your career path. I can't believe that King of that Cups that just fell out there exactly as if I'd laid it down there. It's absolutely mad. And now you get the star as well on the influence in the universe. Do not hold back, Libra. Do not hold back. Don't shoot yourself in the foot here. Really don't shoot yourself in the foot here. In the past, connecting to your future, you get the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, good, honest work. I think you've done good, honest work. And yes, I think you're very good at looking at the finer detail. And that's what the 8 of Pentacles is all about. It's working on the little things so the big thing starts manifesting itself. And you've got let's look at this. You've got the 8 of Cups on one side and the 8 of Pentacles on the other. Absolutely mind-blowing, really. Yeah, so you, from your past, you've concentrated on the smaller details in order to create the bigger thing. So if I'm starting on a restaurant, let's say if I'm opening up a restaurant, you know, I've concentrated on the type of knife and fork I want to have, the type of plates I want to have, that smaller detail, which makes my restaurant an amazing restaurant to go to. That's what you've been doing. And I think you should know this, and I don't think you should give up on it. Okay? In your future, you get the 9 of Cups. Yes, there is loads of opportunities for you here on your workspace. Loads and loads of opportunities for you here. I would take one cup at a time in order to really get the most out of it more than anything else. Once you take the emotions out of the situations, the world itself and the opportunities within your workspace is going to bring in all those beautiful emotions to you. What's the future self? You get the 5 of Pentacles here. Okay, so it could be money loss, but I don't think it is. I think it's here and this is what you're getting, you're learning. And this is what you're going to stop doing. You're going to stop exposing your weaknesses. You know, this person here is wandering around and, you know, we learn all the time. And I learned this from another tarot reader as well, an absolutely brilliant tarot reader. I really do enjoy them. You know, they got a bell on that hanging around their necks. People know they're coming. You know, so you can hear you because you're kind of going, almost as if like you're walking along kind of going, oh no, is it going to work? Is it going to work? And your competitor's standing next to you kind of going, and it can know that. So I wouldn't, you're getting over that idea of your weak side and not exposing it or not playing to it. And you're opening up and creating or exploring your strengths, basically, your inner strengths, your beautiful inner strengths. Okay, let's clarify with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all the support you give this channel. You can do that through YouTube, through commenting, which is really good, liking, and also subscribing and clicking that bell. Sharing is a great thing to do as well. I do appreciate you for that. There's also links in the description below. There's links to private readings for tarot readings and healing readings. There's also an email because I'm going to be giving energy workshops in the UK in September, October, in the United States in October, November. And basically we open up the mechanics or the understandings of how the universal energy works and how it connects to you, right? And then you open up your conversation with the universe. And we open up and explore that conversation as on an individual and a collective level. I've done it for hundreds of people over the time. It's been absolutely brilliant, amazing. It's a mind-blowing, eye-opening weekend. So if you want to be part of it, send us an email, send us where you are in the world, and I will put you on the mailing list and tell you at the moment there's a workshop that's local to you. Thank you very much, Libra. Let's see what's going on with this. Yeah. You've got too many choices here. I think this is all to do with you. I'm convinced of it now. And I'm convinced that maybe you've walked away from something that you shouldn't have walked away from. That's what I'm getting off of that now. You got the 7 of Cups. Following the evident path, you know, there's a lot of stuff around there. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, but there's only one cup bringing in that beautiful emotion, basically. And I think you should be following it here, and I think you should take out the emotions of the situation in order to get to it. What's the Strength card all about? You get the Seven of Wands. That strength, it comes from within you. It comes from within you. If you want to manifest a real future for you, you've got to connect to your inner strengths and quell those doubts. You know, silence those doubts that are in you. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Six of Cups. Yes, I think it is a journey that you've come down. It's been a beautiful journey. It's been difficult as well. But don't forget to, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here. Go off on that journey. Go off and start exploring and what have you, making sure it's right for you and making sure that happiness comes with you as you go. With the Eight of Cups, you get the Three of Pentacles. See, this is where I kind of think, have you walked away from something that was really good for you? Possible, or you need to walk away from something that is not good quality work. But I think there's you've done the good quality work in order to open up your curiosity within you and walk towards your happiness, basically. That's what it surmounts to. With the Page of Wands, what's this new pathway that you're opening up? You get the Page of Wands. Opening up to your passions and passionately living and combining it with the people that are around you is really important. Plant those seeds for a brighter future with your passions, basically. There is travel in the offering here, and I would really seriously think about it. And that's what that Eight of Cups is all around about. You get the Seven of... You've now got 3 sevens out in the clarification now. That is realization. That is self-realization. This is why I'm convinced that is all about you. About you realizing that you put yourself down, you create this emotional situation which is difficult for you because you put too much, you think too much about it. And this is sort of like, nurture this pathway, go out there, do it, have that strength to just go ahead and do it. I think follow that pathway, allow your passions to plant those seeds for a beautiful, brighter future. Let's just see what's going on. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. Divine unification in a project that could be a new project. It could be a project now that you've got the seed to plant. It's like planting acorns for massive oak trees in the future. And it is going to be massive because it comes out of a divine counterpart. It could be a divine counterpart within you. It's almost as if like you realize this is what I should be doing. And it sits so well for you. Then do it. Don't hold back. Do it. Go for it. Go for it. Reach for the stars. And with the star, you get the 10 of Wands. Do we get the 10 of Wands elsewhere? No. 10 of Wands. If you want to reach for the stars, you're going to have to let go of a lot of things. Basically. And I think this is what you've got to grasp on, is that Ace of Pentacles, that lot of luck. And I think the reason I don't think it's like, I'm not sure if it's something new. I think it's something that you've been working on for a long time, because we get the Eight of Pentacles. And that is almost like you're taking one little thing and planting it. And because you've done that work in order to get there with that Eight of Pentacles. Let's just see what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. I'm taking that card now because every card keeps falling out. Hierophant. Yeah, I think it's unification. I think it's a realization. The Hierophant's a beautiful card. It's the realization of spiritual practices or emotional practices that you put in place which create your physical reality. And also the physical aspect of religiously doing something creates an emotional sort of state. It's this combining of the two sides and how they intercross with one another. And it comes through practices and good, honest, clear work that you've done with that Eight of Pentacles. You can manifest what you want. And the only way you can manifest this is if you start sort of playing to your strengths and walking away from your weaknesses, basically. The change of fortune, lots of opportunity within here. Realization from your past with the Hierophant. With the Nine of Cups, you get the Wheel of Fortune. So this is these opportunities, loads of opportunities coming in for you here that's really opening up the doors of possibilities and changing, stepping you up into another gear, basically. Stepping you up into another gear. If you can let go of that sort of, calling about your weaknesses, basically, this is you. This is Libra. No, okay. Oh, this is great. This is brilliant. Right? This is going to literally round up the whole thing. She's sitting on this stone throne, right? Like atop of a mountain. She's taken the direction. She's looking in that direction. She's got the wind at her back. She's got the universe pushing her, which we can see here on your cards. But the other thing is look at that down in the bottom left-hand corner there. She has got her heart tucked away behind, and the best thing about it is the Three of Swords. That. And this is where you need to have control over those emotions in order to get to go in the direction that you want to be going. And it's all about you. If this is about manifestation, this is what I'm saying, it's an off-the-wall readings this week. If you put these little things into place and stop beating yourself up emotionally about life, and start actually living life, that's when you're going to get the results. Sorry to be really hard with you, Libra, but you've got this such beautiful potential as well. Absolutely beautiful potential. And it'd be great for you to live it, because the world becomes a better place because you do. Go and have a look at your line gate. It's somewhere in there as well. It's definitely somewhere in there as well. There's no doubt about it. You have a huge amount of potential here, especially on your financial side, but I think it's tied into also, your heart as well. So there you go, Libra. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Really do, really do appreciate it, and all the support that you give this channel. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.